I don't remember when was the last time I was so excited about a piece of DJ equipment. So today we're gonna look at Pioneer DJ's brand new DDJ REV7 to see if it actually lives up to the hype. So for those of you that are familiar with DJ equipments, this is basically a DJM S7 combined with two turntables in one whole setup. But for the benefit of those that are not so familiar with DJ equipments, let's just go through the usual suspects. So first up, a turntable usually weighs around 11 kg. This whole unit only weighs 10.7 kg, so you can really see how portable it is. And then now we look at the turntable segment. So it has a high quality motorized splatter. Oh my god, you don't really see this on most controllers. And from the feel, you can feel that it has quite a high torque, much like the PLX 1000. And the whole entire turntable is placed in pedal mode. So the tempo is at the top, and then you have all your other buttons here, which we'll be going through shortly. And then here is the DJM S7 mixer. You have your performance patch, your EQ, and then your filter, and then also the fader effects so that you can scratch. And of course, you have Pioneer's trademark built-in effects, so it's not your software effects, so it's definitely more high quality. So you have your echo, your spin, your flanger, reverb, break, and then this one is the coolest, dark down. See what's happening there? So it's basically like an echo out and a pitch down. So you get kind of sound, you know? So just by looking at all these basic functions, I really feel that it's a pretty good product as it combines everything into one smaller, more portable unit, and it still serves its function as a powerful club setup. But when you go deeper and you realize that there are small, tiny add-ons, and then you realize how truly powerful this device is. So we'll go through some of them. Alright, first up we have the tempo range. So it's very similar to when you are using internal mode and then you are setting the tempo range +8, +16, +50%. And then you can do it all here on the turntable segment. So I can literally see here, +16, +50. Make it super fast. And then next, I have key lock here. Look at how smooth it is. So I think key lock is a very turntablist thing. You usually off key lock to scratch, but then you on back key lock to mix. But most of the time when you off to scratch, right, you will kind of forget to on it back. And then when you try to mix, then you sound like a chipmunk, you know. So here, we got a quick fix for it, you know. And then next, I want to show you something special that they have. Instant scratch. So when I look at this, right, I'm like, what, you press a button and then they can do 2-click flare for you. Not really, but it makes it easier for you to scratch. So usually when you practice scratching, you have to search for a scratch instrumental and a scratch sample. But here, I can straight away press instant scratch. So at first, right, it's playing the song. And then when I play instant scratch, the whole platter will stop. And then you can choose maybe sample 4. Then the platter will start moving again. So it's an instrumental. And here I also do instant scratch. I can choose the first one, which is a scratch sample, and then I can scratch. How cool is that? Alright, next up on the new functions, we have smooth echo. Check this out. Kind of do an echo out for you. And then we also have the censor button. If there's some vulgarities that you want to censor for a clean radio show. Yeah, but the timing has to be very good, so you need to be very prepared for this. And then we also have sleep mode. And then here we have the key knob. Finally, making it easier for us to mix in key on the fly, you know. Another cool feature here is that we can change the view on the controller. So you can see, you can choose multiple views on your Serato screen. And then next, we take a look at this pitch bend controls here. So for example, if you're playing two sides, you want to beat match them. You can pitch bend it, slow it down. Oh, beat match. So it's literally similar, right, to you doing this, where you're manually slowing down the platter Or you can just use the pitch bend to like slightly increase or slightly decrease it so that it beat matches. Then you can adjust the tempo. Other than having the physical sticker on your platter, you basically can have this. Double tap on the 33 or 45. You can have like a virtual sticker inside. Double tap to off. These two controls are usually on the mixer, but they kind of like spread it out on each side of the turntables, which is the auto loop here, and also the track selector. You can double click load for instant doubles, and then you can select your loop. And last but not least, we have the silent cue button. So basically what they advertise is that when you start the turntable, it will slowly speed up to its correct speed. So when you press silent cue, it will silence the turntable. Then when you press your cue, it will start crisp, you know, without that start. But even without silent cue, you see, I stop it and I start. It almost instantaneously gets up to speed. So I don't really see the function of the silent cue, probably as like a mute button, or you can like just down fader. So I don't really know how useful this is. Okay, so we have seen some of the newer functions on this brand new controller. Now let's take a look at some stuff that may or may not worry some people. First up, the on-off knob. It's missing, so you can no longer do that slow down DJ trick. Or can you? Basically just use the stop time here and then stop, and then you see the platter is like slowing down already. So technically this is like an evolution so that I guess CDJ players can like, if they want to try to be a turntablist, it will be like an easier conversion, and vice versa. That's what I feel it is. Secondly is the 7-inch vinyl. Okay, so I think most turntablists, you are used to scratching on like bigger vinyls, 12-inch. I was like pretty skeptical about 7-inch vinyl at first myself, but after trying it, and then I realized that because 7-inch is lesser material used than 12-inch, it's like a lighter vinyl, so you can basically have more control, more precise control when it comes to scratching. So I think a 7-inch vinyl is like a good upgrade. I think when you're used to 7-inch vinyls, right, and then when you come to CDJ, which is also technically like around 7-inch, you know, it'll be a smooth transition. So another worrying concern, right, for most people is that how do you be juggle on controllers? They are like famous for having drifting cue points, you know. So you can set a cue point here, and then you be juggle, and everything will start to go off. But DDJ REV7 has an anti-drift function. Settings, CD vinyl, and then you can see, you can check anti-drift. So now I can beat juggle. So based on my testing, right, there is no detectable cue point drift. So I'm very happy with this. In fact, I feel that the cue point tracking, right, might be better than traditional vinyl on Serato. Definitely an upgrade. Okay, so with such a wonderful high torque jog wheels, right, comes the slight drawback of having to have an external power supply. So you can't really just plug this unit into your computer and play. So I guess for an outdoor show, right, you probably gotta get like a bigger portable battery, those that you can like plug and charge your laptop kind, to effectively play with this. Do you see that? The moment when the track ends, the vinyl stops spinning on its own. So here's another interesting function that it has. Okay, let's just play a track, okay? And then I can eject the track and the physical platter stops moving. So I remember a time when I was using a DJM S9, an SP1 controller, and a Serato sound card box. And then when Pioneer sent me the DJM S9 to test it out, I was like completely blown away because I'm able to replace all three equipment with one lighter, more powerful equipment that is more than the sum of its parts. And then 6 years later come this DDJ REV7, allowing die-hard turntable fans to go portable and still have the power of a full club setup. So you know, for DJ and turntablists, right, we want to level up our skill sets, so we're going to learn music production. So I see this piece of equipment as something for music producers to come and enjoy, so that they can have a shared love for live performance as we do. Alright, if you will excuse me, I can't wait to make a DJ set like this with this bad boy here. See you next time.